Greetings everybody, Ocarina Games Online. Welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Last time, we went through the bottom of the well. And we got, if I may show it off, we got the Lens of Truth. And in this episode, we're going to be heading into the Shadow Temple. For real this time. Let's not hit the wrong button. Shadow will yield only to the one with the Eye of Truth, handed down in Kakariko Village. Well, turns out this wall was fake all this time. Now, actually, no, we can't even move forward. That's a lie. We gotta go over here first. This is gonna be our first step. The Shadow Temple. If there's any one place where I stopped playing in a bunch of my runs, it was probably around this point. I don't know why. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. So we've got quite a large amount of stuff here. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. They're always giving these weird voices throughout this dungeon. Shadow Temple. Oh, same thing. We head in here. So we're getting our first step. It's us versus a Redead, which really needs to die. Oh, and there's some keys, but looks like they're actually invisible. Navi can still see them, no problem. And that's not too bad. But man, this temple is actually gonna get fairly complicated. Regardless, there's the dungeon map. Now I think about it, now we've actually gone to this dungeon, there are a few side quests I could have done before we enter the dungeon. However, they didn't really cross my mind. So I guess we're going to do those after this dungeon. Oops. But on the plus side, friggin' messages. On the plus side, we're not gonna have to worry much about, I think that's actually the way we entered from. We won't have to worry about side quests that much after we're done with the side quests after this dungeon. So, that is a different plus. And flying pots, really? Gotta go through this again, and stop giving me these messages. I don't care. Let's enter here. Looks to us, we have another dead hand. Yay! Let me go! Now, there's actually a hidden technique for fighting dead hands, which I'm going to try to show off. But not before trying to attack this dead hand. Now, let's see if that tactic works. But it might be hard to do in this waiting. So, if you use your Lens of Truth, I know this is something you have to do in Master Quest, but there's like a dirt patch, or like a black spot that you can see, and that's usually where the dead hand is hiding. Maybe not. Or maybe on this version. Well, whatever. Or maybe it is in this version, I just can't see it. Whatever. Fighting it normally works all as well. Unfortunately, there's more hands lying about trying to grab me, so gotta be a bit more careful. But the dead hand is gone. Okay. And in here, we already have the dungeon item, the hover boots. With these mysterious boots, you can hover above the ground. The downside, no traction. You can even use these to walk for short periods where there is no solid ground. Be brave and trust in the boots. Sounds like an advertising slogan, trust in the boots. Anyways, we have the hover boots, which, as they said, hover boots have no traction. It is basically as if we always have ice physics, but we can float for brief periods of time. I actually remember, like, a while ago... Well, first, let's look at this map. Explore pretty much everything on the basement first floor. But look at this. This looks like a pretty large dungeon, huh? But back to what I was saying. I remember a while ago, I actually saw, like, this project, whereas, like, someone made their own custom hover boots, and it was basically, like, using powers of, like, magnetism. So it's like you had hover boots and you were wearing them while on a magnetic floor. It's actually really interesting, and I remember I would actually try to make that for, like, a science fair project, like, in elementary school. We never did do it, but it definitely was very interesting, and I kind of wish I was able to do that. But, oh well. That is not important right now. May the beak face the skull of truth. The alternative is descent into the deep darkness. This is basically slang for find the right one, otherwise you're falling into a bottomless pit. So as such, the moment you release the statue is when you've made your decision. And of course, only one of these is the right choice. I'm not sure if it's randomly generated or not. I'm not sure if they thought through that since it is an old system. They might have, and I just haven't noticed. But that is the right answer. And if you don't have the hover boots, you can't get through here, but since we have the hover boots, we can. But for the most part, unless I need the hover boots, I'm gonna have them de-equipped because the new attraction really does ruin the hover boots. But let's head on down. We're completely done with the first floor already, but then again, it's also a pretty small floor. So, head down to the next floor. We have more fake walls. Yay, who would have guessed? And friggin' Gibdos. Gibdo! Not wanted here. You friggin' mummy. Buzz off. I said. Oh, and there's another one? Seriously? I'm taking a lot of damage, actually. I should probably be a bit more cautious about my health because I didn't bother to refill my health before the start of this dungeon. Something tells me this is gonna go south for me, but I guess there's only one way to find out the answer to that question. Either way, we have the compass, so we've already got the map, the compass, and the dungeon item. Yeah, Basement 1, Basement 2 are both very small floors. 3 and 4, not so much. 3 and 4 seem to have quite a bit to them. We might be going through this dungeon for a little while. Just as a note of warning. And yeah, that's another fake door. Or fake wall. And we have one of these things. We remember seeing one of these back in the ice cavern. But we got another one of them, and we've also gotten our collect all the silver rupees. Oh. But the strategy is still the same. If you want to avoid it, just duck. And I seem to be just barely out of range of the thing, which is good for me. And then, there we go. Okay. Let's try to find... over here. This seems to be what we wanted to get. Yep, another small key. Now, here's the problem. Not particularly the dungeon, but, like, a problem in general. I don't remember where all the gold skeletons are. Actually, hang on. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think I remember where all of them are. I turned that around very quickly. Well, I guess we gotta see if I remember where all of them are or not. That's the other question here. I think I do. But, yeah, that wall you do have to blow up. And now, time to move further downward. Oh, come on! Don't start with me, game. Only got 5 hearts left, actually. That skeleton just, like, come out of the wall. I think it did. Oh, at least it dropped a heart. That's really what I need at this point. Oh. Okay, well, at least I was a bit more careful that time, and I didn't take damage. I'm just waiting around for enemies to drop their spoils at this point. Because if they drop hearts, that's really what I could use. Okay, that's a bit better. Oh, this looks fun. You have guillotines. And more sculptures. I thought that was the last of them before. Guess not. Yay. I think if one of these guillotines do slice you, it basically sends you back to the start of the room. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Yay, exactly what I wanted to see. Detect the sarcasm. Where the hell is this wall master even come from? I guess it does come from the wall or something, but there's literally a ceiling right up here. I mean, out here, look how large this place is. At least out here it makes sense. I don't know, that might just be my nitpickiness. Alright, we got guillotines that we gotta dodge. And I actually do recommend using your hover boots for this section. Even though I recommended otherwise beforehand. Oh my god! Friggin' bubbles! Don't have time for this stuff. Go over here and... Stalfos. You are not who I wanted to see right now. Not when I have this low of health. I'm only fighting you because I want to hope that you can drop some hearts. You're not gonna drop hearts. Nope. There's a hidden path this way, which means this is where we're going next. This is gonna take us to a optional area. We don't need the ooze for now. Let's go and equip this though. Now this room, up there, has a like. You know my standpoint on those guys, but not only that, one of these friggin' statue things that are super asinine to me. I don't want to be bothered with fighting the like while dodging the statue, so you know what? Die. This is a really easy way to handle things. And I see hearts in the distance. I want those hearts. Actually, what am I doing? I need to actually think things through, because for all I know, a guillotine could have been coming to smack me. Alright, those hearts might seem like they're being suspended in midair, which I guess technically they are. Well, guess what? Song of Time solves every problem, right? Well, it solves this problem as well. Normally I wouldn't worry about these hearts, but my health. It's very minimal. And you might be wondering, well, what else is there to do? Well, there's some hidden keys around. So, oh my god, the only way I can seem to hit those things, though, is with the arrows. That's what aggravates me. I stand corrected. Let's just move on. There's some keys hidden around. You gotta shoot them all. But, where are the rest of them? There should be more of them around here. Am I mistaken? Okay, that's I'd be lying if I... Oh. Well, I guess that answers my question. Wait, does it? I am very confused now. Is there not supposed to be keys somewhere in this general direction? Okay, now I'm legitimately worried. Because there should definitely be keys around here somewhere. It's hard to see in this lighting. Oh, there's a keys. It's a keys that doesn't want to die. More in your place, you friggin' bat. You Batman. And this should be the last one. I hope. Thank God, I was worried for a second that wasn't gonna be the last one, and I wouldn't know what to do. Fortunately, it was the last one. And with it, a golden Skulltula. First one in this dungeon. Thank God. There's a blue rupee, which is also a shield if yours gets eaten by the lifelike, but there's a second treasure chest containing a bundle of arrows. Well, you know what? I'll take it. I would have actually preferred if it was a recovery heart, believe it or not. And again, I guess that's kind of believable in this case. Since I already had a decent amount of arrows anyways, but my health I can't really say the same for my health. Especially since $5 says that Stalfos has respawned. Yeah, alright, who betted? Yeah, I can just put my shield up here. So I'm gonna do that. Because I need to be bothered with that Stalfos. I wouldn't even worry about it. Alright. Let's keep moving. Now collect the silver rupees. We got spike balls running around and a Beamos. Perfect combination. Alright, let's just get rid of the Beamos right now. Yep, the Beamos was, of course, hiding a silver rupee, because why wouldn't it? Okay. Well, with that done, let's see what's beyond here. Seems to be a lot of treasure chests in this one room. So, let's see what the Lens of Truth can reveal. Well, it definitely revealed something. The idea of this room, we have these spikes that are trying to skewer Link. So what we need to do is to use this platform as protection. As we will see in a moment. That's how we're supposed to use it. Is there anything in here? Nope. Always gotta check every last thing. It's in my nature, what can I say? Let's put this in a spot where it's gonna protect us from both ends of the spikes. Right here. We'll leave it there for now. We might need to come back for it. In fact, I think we do need to come back for it. Yay! Oh, but there's some cages around here. Let's see if there's... Well, there's a gold Skulltula here. One less we gotta worry about. I will gladly take that. And a bundle of arrows. I've already got full arrows, though. Why do I need another bundle of arrows? At least it's not like Twilight Princess would, which is like every... People who are obsessed with getting every treasure chest in a dungeon really probably don't care for Twilight Princess, where it's like, oh, you can't hold this amount of money, so you put it back. And I am one of those people, I will admit. I really hate that, but then again, that's what the magic armor is for in that game, right? That's really the only reason anybody uses the magic armor in that game. Another blue rupee! Gee, I wonder what would have been in its place otherwise. Alright. And I guess that means the last thing is this treasure chest. Small key, that's what we came here for in the first place. Oh, and some hearts. Hearts help. Especially in my situation. Alright, now let's see how much we've explored now. Still got a bit of... Well, we made some progress through basement 4th floor, and a decent amount through basement 3rd floor. But we still got a ways to go. But we'll always do a tad bit more exploration in this episode. We're not going to do much more, as we are coming up on 20 minutes. And I hate those spikes. I don't always the spikes. Alright, let's put on our hover boots for now. And not get attacked by the guillotine. Preferably. And since we have that key, we can move through here. This room, there's spikes all over the place. So, take some caution. Alright. But, otherwise, it is one of your typical collect all the silver rupees. So, might as well do just that. Oh yeah, and redeads. Avoid the friggin' redeads, sit back down. Just go back to squatting down. There's a platform there. And yep, there is something over here. We have another locked door, but we can't exactly do anything about said locked door yet. Meaning... oh, guess what? The hookshot target's invisible this time as well. This game really wanted to pull all the punches. There we go. Door opens. And let's head on inside. Locked in, but I think that's probably gonna about do it for this episode. We made it into the Shadow Temple, and we did make a lot of progress through said temple. And so we've done everything on the basement first floor, everything on the basement second floor. We got 2 of the gold skeletons in the Shadow Temple, we got the dungeon item, and we made a lot of progress through basement third floor, and some progress through basement fourth floor. So I think that's gonna probably about do it for this episode. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're gonna figure out what the mystery to this room is. And, well, we're gonna keep going through the Shadow Temple. Possibly finishing the Shadow Temple, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna have to find out. See you guys then.